Hello, I'm Patrick Lindh, and I'm going to show you the Friend or Foe app for the iPhone. So here it is right here. Let's see what it does. So here's my app. Here's a quick how to play. You tap friend if it's a superhero. Foe if it's a supervillain. You have 45 seconds to guess. +1 for correct, -1 for incorrect. Okay. If we click on high scores now, we can't. It'll say wait because we need to play a game in order to get a score before we can view the high score. So let's go do that right now. So basically, when I press tab to start, it will show us a random hero or villain. And you can see this timer is counting down. Let's say we don't really like this. We could just reset. Everything is reset back to normal. So let's actually just play a full game now. So this is a villain. So we're going to click foe. You can see we got a little correct animation right there. This is a hero. So we're going to type friend. So this is as you can see, we could get the wrong answer, get an incorrect. The score will go down. Incorrect. But yeah, basically, it's a pretty simple game, pretty fun. All you do is just tap which you think is the right answer. And at the end, in a few seconds, we're going to get a high score, because this is our first score. So we got 12. We could go and check that out in high scores now. As you can see, we got bronze because basically I have these point brackets set up, and if you meet the requirements for a point bracket, you will receive that medal. As you can see, these are all kind of blacked out because we haven't reached those scores yet. And if I obviously were to get 30 or more, I would unlock silver and then even gold. Gold's pretty hard to get. Then we could share the score on Twitter and Facebook. I'm not logged into Twitter or Facebook on my computer right now, so it won't do anything for me, but on an iPhone, if you have the app, if you have the Facebook or Twitter app, it would work. So let's go to the code. Here's my main storyboard. Not a lot to explain about. It's pretty much just how I set up everything. I implemented a navigation controller. That's how I have the back button up here and all that stuff. So I have 3 classes up here. One's my how to play controller. Didn't really do anything in there. Most of that was just storyboard work. This game view controller is where I did most of my work. Here are my arrays. I have a hero array with all the heroes and a villain array with all the villains. They have 100 each characters. Then I have an array with both the heroes and villains combined. Basically what I did, I used user defaults to save the score. That's something we haven't really learned about, so I'm not going to talk a lot about it. But basically what it does is I could exit out of the app, reopen the app, and my high score that I got is still saved. It's still there. So like data persistence. So that's pretty cool. Here's my countdown timer. We didn't really learn a lot about that too, so I won't go into that too much. But basically, when the timer equals 0, I will reset the game and I will save the high score. You can see here I have my friend tapped. It'll pretty much display the animation. Add 1 to score. Pretty basic stuff. It's kind of logical how it will work. This high score maker saves my high score. I have the foe tapped. Pretty much does the same thing except for you press foe. I have a generate random character thing that makes a random hero or villain. I pretty much just search for a random index in my array and then just got that. At the game end, it'll display that alert. I have that display winning message thing. Here's my function for making that animation. We haven't learned a lot about animation too, so I won't go too into that. And then reset game, I just change everything back to normal. And finally, my high score view controller, I set those score brackets. Basically, if you get 0 or more points, you get the white. 10 or more, you get bronze. 30 or more, you get silver. And then if you could get more than 50, you get gold. But 50 is pretty hard to get. And then I have this is some code for sharing it to Twitter and Facebook. We haven't really learned a lot about that either. But basically, it just displays a message and it connects to Facebook. I use this import social class thing. So thank you for looking at my app.